I'm going to check the live stream in case anyone has comments or everything. Let's go. Okay. I use projects in Perplexity, Notebook LM. Yeah, so it's the same concept in Claude. Like it's basically the same. A project is like a contained context, so that it's like hyper specific to the set of tasks, and you don't have to repeat yourself every time. Yes, you should follow along with your own Claude, and I dropped the YouTube link earlier, so I will share it again over here, so you can copy paste the stuff from here. Yes, I frequently use skills. I don't know if we will have time to get to that because this is the beginner level, but I frequently use skills. So you can think of skills as like a task that you repeat again and again. Like that's the best time to make a skill. So if I have a task like write me a YouTube script, right, then I can tell Claude to turn this into a skill so that every time you use a skill, you type / to use a skill, right? So if I do like write content, this is my skill for writing social media content, post. 15. This is my skill at just brainstorming hooks. So you can have all kinds of skills here. You can think of a skill as like a task that you do again and again. And instead of having to like type out all the instructions for the task, you type / and then the name of the skill, and Claude knows what to do. So skills are really, really powerful. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to get to number 5, building a personal email assistant within Claude. Okay, so let's go back to Claude. I have to remind myself to go slowly, Sabrina. Like follow. Okay, bottom left corner. Click this. Click settings. Click connectors. Okay, and connectors are what make AI really, really powerful. It is the difference between ChatGPT yapping, telling you what you should do, versus AI that actually goes and does work for you. AI can make Canva designs. AI can post to social media. AI can read your email. It can write your email. It can update your calendar. It can update data in Airtable in Notion. And it's all through this notion of connectors. Now, there are different names for this. So like on a technical side, I'm used to calling this tools. You may have heard of MCP as well. And then connectors here in Claude. So it's all kind of confusing, but the core concept is the same. Like it's how AI agents use the tools that you use, the apps that you use. It allows Claude to use Gmail just like you would, to use Canva just like you would, to use Airtable just like you would. The people who understand this difference and experiments with connectors are really the people who unlock the next level of productivity beyond typing prompts. Again, it's the difference between like AI telling you what to do versus you telling AI, okay, go do it. Like we came up with a plan, go do it, because in, 2 years ago, you yap with Chat and Chat's like, okay, you have to do X, Y, Z in this 90-day plan. But now with Claude and connectors, also known as tools or MCP, you can be like, okay, Claude, we just came up with this amazing 90-day social media plan. Go write it, go create the carousels, and go post it. Like you can actually do all of that. Okay, so we're going to start simple though, right? So baby steps. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is connect our Gmail account. So go ahead and click, or actually you won't have it at all. So if your thing is empty because you've never created a connector, click Browse Connectors, okay? And then search for Gmail. Okay, and then click the plus button. Mine is a wheel because I already have it installed, but click the plus button and then it should show up here and you should see a button that says connect. Okay, so go ahead and click that connect button. It's going to ask you which Gmail account you want to connect. Just choose one for now. In terms of permissions, I know a lot of people are concerned about this. So go ahead and click, once you connect it, go ahead and click configure and you can actually manage all of the permissions for each connector here. And this is really important. So the two concepts I want to explain here are agents reading your data versus agents changing your data. There's a big difference between like giving your intern access to your Gmail. They can only read stuff. Okay, like that, most people maybe would be comfortable with that. But would you allow like a new hire intern to just write emails from your Gmail? No. You would want to approve any emails going out, right? Right. So that's what this is. So read-only tools just refers to AI being able to read the data. I personally set it to always allow because like I'm fine with that. I don't want it to ask me permission every single time. This second section, I'm going to collapse this. This second section, write and delete, this is asking, do you want Gmail and Claude to be able to write new draft emails, write new labels, and list draft emails? Okay, so if you're brand new to this, I recommend leaving it at needs approval. This means that Claude is going to ask you every time before like sending out an email. It's going to get your approval first. If you don't want AI to do something, you click this, blocked. For example, if you never want it to create a label in your Gmail account, then just click blocked here, and then it will never be able to do that, right? So I know a lot of people are asking about security and permissions. This is how you manage them for each tool that you connect. So if I connect like Google Calendar, now it has a different set of permissions. Like it can read my calendar. Do I want it to create a calendar event? Like, yeah, with my approval. Delete a calendar event? Maybe, yeah, with my approval, etc., etc. So this is an easy way to manage all of your permissions. And just as another security note, if you are experimenting with different connectors and stuff, don't leave them connected if you're not using them, right? So make sure you check this like once a month. And if you're not using a bunch of apps, just disconnect them. All you have to do is click the icon here and then click disconnect, and it will just disconnect it. So it doesn't have access to your data anymore. Okay, but hopefully everyone's connected Gmail now. Oh, hang on. Oh. Oh, Zyra. I'm just seeing Zyra's text. Okay, I hope my cousin Zyra is here now. She wasn't able to get in earlier. Okay. Okay, so now let's actually use the Gmail connector. So let me open this up again. And I think I had it here, but okay. Just type anything like summarize my most urgent emails. Let's just start with something simple. Okay. And what Claude will do, whenever you give it a prompt, it's actually going to automatically think about what tools and skills it should use. So here I said, summarize my most urgent emails. So it decided, hey, I have a Gmail integration. I'm going to go search for email threads. And then here's a summary. Oh, yeah, I should probably fix that. Oh, I should probably fix that. Yeah, I should probably fix that. And then I'll hide some of this sensitive data. Business partnerships. Okay, cool. So yeah, there's some sensitive data there, but yeah, so here, like all we had to do was ask Claude to summarize my most urgent emails, and then it did that. And then what else could I have it do? You could have it draft an email here. I don't want to share some of the personal email addresses, but like, let's say the CI/CD failure, you could have it draft like a Slack message that is going to be sent to your team based on the email. You can even schedule this so that Claude does this every single morning. That's one of the most favorite use cases from kind of like non-technical leadership, right? Being able to summarize urgent emails and pinpoint emails where you are the blocker. That's one of my favorites as well. I'm just going to go to YouTube and check how we're doing so far. Okay. It's not under configure for me. So go to, also if you click customize on the left sidebar, then click connectors, you should be able to see your connectors here, and then click plus to add a new one. So you can do browse connectors. These are like all the nice pre-built connectors here. And there's a ton to choose from, okay? So just search for Gmail or search for Google Drive, or honestly, you could search for any app that you're currently authenticated. And it really doesn't have to be Gmail. If you're logged into Notion right now, if you're logged into Figma, if you're logged into Microsoft 365, like, or you're logged into Shopify, like you can go ahead and click one of these connectors. It's the same exact process. It's going to ask you to log in. It's going to show you like what permissions you want to give it. And then what you can do is start a new chat and ask it to summarize data from the app. So let's say I connected Notion. You could say summarize data from my Notion table. If you connected, what were the other ones? Microsoft. You could have it similarly say summarize my urgent unread emails. Okay, I'm just going to take a drink of water. Okay. Is there a reason you're in the web version? Yeah, we're doing like beginner level for this kickoff is the reason. I personally live in Claude Code almost all of the time. But I think Claude.ai, the website, is already pretty powerful. And like people should just start there if you have like no idea anything about Claude Desktop or Claude Code.